Aha, there we go. Magic. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of the Living World of Darkness. Rage Across New York. The Why is Hangout so fucking weird edition. All right. So we will be picking up this scene in the wake of the last, where there is Umbraside kind of wafting through the sept, the rather distinct sound of kind of jigging, cheery violin music. And actually, let's first see. Let's be fair, and I'll roll and cry. Oh, not bad at all, actually.
I see nothing,
I
but
will
I believe
share.
you.
Just to keep it double legit, there's my 3 successes.
Oh, 3 successes. It's a thing.
It is! So successful! In fact, more lively now than the previous scene, because I only got 2 last time. Just very happy, animated violin music.
Hmm. Yeah, she's been mostly she's been mostly in the Tellurian because she had a very not nice experience of being stuck in between, which makes you kind of wary regarding Umbra stuff. And also she doesn't speak to spirits, so it's not as interesting as people may think. Like really, like snowball. He just took ice, like it's ice crunching against each other. It's just weird. And but yeah, she thought that maybe she got to make a little bit of a tour in the Umbra as well. The prospect totem that they have, apparently, according to her sister, really likes it in the Umbra and stuff. So, you know, Alpha gonna do Alpha thing. So pretty much she's been hanging around with her Newman, trying desperately to understand it. It's it's not very effective. The only thing that she understands is that it likes spitting. That's the only thing that she gets. And it likes to make air conditioning, which is good. So when she hears like violin in the Umbra, she's probably thinking, okay. And she put a finger in her ear and she shakes it. She's because yeah, no, that's definitely not something that you expect in the Umbra to happen. And she hears that it's definitely Irish. It's definitely Irish. And she's thinking about the Irish people present. Alona, not really. Aiden is more kind of a Lord of the Dance type of guy. So she's thinking about perhaps the Galliard, even if she can't tell her name for the sake of her own life. And she is going to go into that direction because yeah, it's a thing. And since Dystream, is being a dick, um, I demand 4 dice for my amazingness of amazing stealth.
You joke, but let me share with you here what you just done did. 3 out of 4 ain't bad, buddy.
Yay, I do stuff.
And much as before, I am actually not going to roll against you because I would have rolled perception alertness to notice you walking up blatantly, just because she's very into what she's doing. So Tapisa will follow the sound of the music to the broad open area of the sheep meadow, and out there Umbra side, because well she can't do it Tellurian side, it's not a veil protected area. um, there is this new stranger with a rather distinct pair of antlers on her head and a violin tucked under her chin, just kind of dancing barefoot, enjoying the sun, even if it's Umbra side, and probably entertaining a handful of like pigeons, spirits nearby or something, but just making a real go of it. She's just having a good time out there.
Goes the pigeon.
Yes!
Yeah, all the weird pigeon noise. As she raised an eyebrow because, well, because technically I just also realized that for all the joke that are made between Fiona and Wendigo hating each other, both of their totems have antlers. I'm just saying.
For what
And
it's worth, her stag spirit heritage isn't strong enough that it necessarily deeply affects how she looks, but the antlers, especially on her side, are just very prominent. They just kind of stand out a little.
yeah, no, I mean it's not. Well, she's more attuned with fish features
Oh well.
and antler features, but she she raised a little bit of an eyebrow as she thought, well, fuck me, I didn't knew you could bring a violin, and she's just gonna sit. She's just gonna sit on the ground as well. Snowflake is just Snowball is just nuzzling on her lap, and probably I guess that's more or less the thing that's going to more or less attract 10 points attention, because temperature is slightly dropping all of a sudden, slowly creeping under under temperature. That makes you think, well, okay, I'm pretty sure that it's not supposed to be. It wasn't that cold like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, she'll actually I just rolled a fate die. I didn't even bother to show it because meh. Personal thing. Um she'll actually pick up fairly quickly instead of mistaking it for like just a happenstance chill breeze. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's totally
she's having a good old time. And she kind of turns to look around for the source of that odd kind of sudden chill, and yet again, for the second time today, spots another Gru. How close does Tapisa get before she just sits down?
uh, I would say probably 5 meters, probably 5 to 7 meters. Like yeah, the kind of space that says, yeah, you get personal space, but I'm watching.
You get personal space, but I did walk like all the way across this fucking field and you didn't notice. GG noob.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, she kind of spins around, still playing kind of merrily, and then spots a person there, which is not really what she was expecting for all that this happened not too long ago. And this time she manages not to like screech out a bad note in surprise because she wasn't startled as badly. But the very kind of merry, energetic playing stops pretty abruptly as she catches sight of Tapisa and just kind of freezes up almost.
You got to keep your cool there.
Little ice joke. Not what I was going
Yes.
for, but I'm just talented, I guess.
Yeah, she looks at her up and down as yeah, she sees that she's pretty much not really moving. I guess it's just like, oh, I'm a deer and you're a car with big flashing light of I'm not a menace.
Kinda, yeah. She just kind of freezes up because she's let's face it, this is a new person. She has no idea what rank she's being faced with.
Mm,
She has no idea what's up. So she just kind of freezes up.
mm. Uh, okay, I'm gonna ask the silly question. Uh, I guess she got pure breed.
Actually, no.
Oh wow.
It's
Okay.
very blatant. She just doesn't have like some awesome bloodline, but I mean
Mhm.
the hair is a pretty dead giveaway.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, yeah, it was more or less what she was. What I was wondering, like, does she really smell of strong strong pure breed or not? But yeah, she's gonna get up. She's gonna get up as the Newman also start to circle around Pisha's head, which makes it a little bit weird because the Ice Newman is made of a mask, and sometimes it goes on and off of her face.
On the
So
bright side, that'll kind of draw her attention and get her to finally move, especially noticing the Newman, and she'll untuck the violin and just hold it.
you didn't have to stop.
And there's like a pause as she goes, "Oh, apologies. I am 10 point Metasporn Theurge of the Fianna and cleeth to the nation."
I'm just gonna say I heard a jingle, so that a jingle that's
Oh yeah, yeah. When you heard the chiming along because she was dancing around, and yeah, there's
yeah.
definitely little bells tied to her antlers.
And she she nods. Uh, you're with Banshee. I am
Yes.
Tisha, Painful Truth, Hamid Galliard of the Wendigo tribe.
There'll be kind of like an awkward purse of lips because she didn't give her a rank. God damn it.
uh, yeah, no, no, sorry, that's a bad on my part. So I guess she just makes it hang around a little bit for for 1 or 2 seconds before she goes. Cleaf of a nation.
Yeah, there'll be that awkward hang as there's like the waiting, the hopeful waiting, and then the kind of despairing waiting because for all she knows it's gonna be like, Adrian, fuck your couch. So she finally says Clea,
Oh.
and 10 point breathes a very soft, very small sigh of relief before bowing her head to the tune of a soft jingle and saying, "It is good to meet you." Let me look again. Painful truth, yes.
And she squints her eyes a second as she's thinking, because that's probably one of the first times she got called with a Garu term. As she thinks, oh yeah, that's right. she goes, yeah. So why the Umbra and not the Tellurian?
And she kind of glances about the meadow briefly and explains fairly simply, I cannot be here in the Tellurian. Yes.
Because of the antlers.
Yes.
Mm. Well, it's a thing, I guess. I know the other metas don't do that.
She cants her head very slightly. Are they all so lucky, Yuff, that their deviance is not visible?
Hmm. To be honest, I don't even know what Alona's deformities are. I haven't seen them. As for the others, I guess they are lucky because theirs are less obvious.
I guess that some are simply more fortunate than others, Yuff. And I'm sure Tapisa will notice and somehow manage to be annoyed by the fact that 10 Point refuses to make, like, most people don't make eye contact, but will kind of look, up at the brow or down at the chin or something like that. She is looking down.
Okay, how far down?
Like, she's not like looking at boob level or something. She's probably more like foot focused.
Yeah. I mean, she's definitely twitching, but not for not for the thing that you're thinking. So, are you gonna yuff me all the time?
Unless you wish me not to. I find it is safer to err on the side of caution.
She just she rubs her eyes. Oh, fucking coronation. I'm just I'm just saying that you don't need to use that every time. You can make variation with name or deed name, but after a while it can become slightly irritating. Even if it is by no means an insult and a sign of respect. I genuinely prefer to be called by my name or deed name.
I will keep this in mind. Thank you, Tapisa.
That's one of the Garu thing that I still don't get much. All the traditions and naming. Because that's not generally the things that they explain to you when they're a fucking kinfolk. She smirks.
I come from a very traditional sept and a Fianna sept. I count myself fortunate that I can speak here without being asked to, without fear of reprisal.
Yeah. That's quite a big chain, even for me. My tribe is rather conservative. But we're in a Bodin Arcept, so things are different here.
Very true. And as far as I can tell, a very different sept from what I hear.
Okay, so can you roll me 4 dice?
I can totally roll you 4 dice.
My amazing dice! I have not yet used
Oh,
heightened senses. Let me guess, I botched.
no, but you failed.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, she wanted to see more about. Yeah, it's different. To go. Yeah, what are you really meaning? But it's like, yeah, it's a stone face. The stone face of neutral expression, because neutral expression don't get you beat up.
She does tend to keep a fairly neutral expression, but there's definitely no blatant cues that it's meant to be a disparaging
Yeah.
remark.
And she she scratched her jaw a little bit. So how exactly are you going to work here?
Sorry, say again?
She asked, how are you going to work here?
I will provide my services in the Tellurian where I can and in the Umbra where I cannot. I am a Theurge, so it does not limit my ability to do my duties.
Hmm. So pretty much you will stay in the Umbra whenever there will be a mission in the city.
If the elders deem it necessary, though it would not be my first choice, my antlers can be removed without undue pain, but I prefer not to risk insulting the spirits that have blessed me, or to be accused of trying to hide what I am.
She's gonna raise an eyebrow at that comment. So you say of her maybe blessed with less blatant deformities, yet you see them as a blessing.
It is as much a blessing as a curse, as much as I would give anything to have been born under more favorable circumstances. I am lucky in that Staggett looks upon me favorably.
I see. So how long have you been practicing?
And she'll kind of glance inquisitively down at the violin and then back up to ensure that that is what she's asking about.
She points at the violin.
A very long time. My education was not so expansive as that granted to the Hamidborn or Lubensborn. I was born, my life was given to me, and I am meant only to serve as a Theurge. So I have been coached in the crafting of talons and things like this that might please the spirits as chiminage. Song, dance, instruments, though the violin is the one I prefer.
You got me wondering for a second. Personally, I can't play any instrument. Never got the occasion to.
Really?
Well, I was a kinfolk. I'm not born Galliard.
Ah,
Like
yes.
I'm. Yeah, and honestly, I had other priorities, taking care of animals. taking, well, care of small duties that were given to kinfolk. I still know how to sing, so that's at least a good thing, as otherwise I would be kind of a a weird galliard. God damn it! I almost, God damn it! 3 years and a half of being a fucking feared.
I have met many a galliard who specialize in the telling of tales as opposed to song or instruments or dance. It is not unheard of.
Mm, I mean, personally, what I've seen is that I'm quite good at motivating troops and pointing at stuff to kill. Generally, people get really good at killing after I point things out. Oh, I guess that's a good thing.
It is certainly a skill that lends well to the service of Gaia.
uh, she thinks for a bit. Hmm. Huh. Could ask a question, but then I think my sister would gut me. Hmm.
Oh?
Hmm. She's also a feared. She's very touchy on people asking for advice from other feared. Personal pride of feared.
We are meant to be keepers of wisdom. There's no shame in going to a teacher when you have a question. Though the answer I may give may be different, it is up to you to follow the advice of the one that you trust the most.
As she chuckles. Uh, I think you could have been useful a few days ago. That would have been interesting. Before someone angered the totem.
Ah, yes. I have heard about this situation and this one radiant spear.
Yeah, Birdie.
Pardon?
Birdie. That's how I call him.
Ah,
He got, well, he's all weird in the Umbra. He looks like a bird. You know, spirited heritage.
yes. And actually, now that I remember it, Theresa may note that now and again she'll glance up to the Newman inquisitively, just like stealing little glances. Because, sorry, that's just neat.
And she looks. Oh, you want to talk with Snowball?
Would Snowball be willing to speak to me? I know that our tribes do not always see eye to eye.
Hmm. I mean, he. I mean, he's a glass. He's an ice elemental. Oh, I guess. I guess it entirely depends on its mood. But generally, I guess he's rather fine. I mean, the only time I saw him really get on edge was when, well, uh, when there was one of the other cubs who had a fire Newman.
Oh,
He, he didn't seem to really appreciate their presence.
oh. Yes, I can see how that would be problematic.
And the Newman is going to approach in its very weird mask rendition, as probably there's a few parts of 10 Points Antler that just slowly turns because of the drop of temperature.
Mm-hmm. Get a little frosty tipped.
Yeah, as it approaches and looks at her with its weird empty eyes.
And I'm sure Tapisa will find it really funny that she almost immediately gets goosebumps because
Yeah.
it's been such a nice warm day and suddenly she's being hit with cold. So the reaction's pretty sharp, pretty fast. But she will nonetheless smile softly as the thing decides to float over there on its own and will bow her head respectfully. Honored spirit.
it it goes left and right as it drops a few ice sprinkles. Stagborn.
It is a pleasure to meet you, especially outside of the influence of the winter. I hope that the weather does not impact you poorly.
It's too hot.
She smiles softly and will, almost thoughtlessly, as a polite gesture, will bring up a hand and make a slight gesture as she just kind of wafts out, blowing out a breath rather than just kind of exhaling it softly, actually blows so that it's a little cooler and blows out a point of gnosis to offer it.
And it shakes itself as it drops even more snow dust. Yes.
To help keep you cool.
Mm. Yes. House is not cool enough, except the strange weaver thing. Cool enough.
And it'll take her a second, and then she will, for the first time so far, actually light up a proper bit of a smile, like not just a tiny little upturn at the corner of her lips, but actually smile because I'm sorry, the thought of a Newman being like, "That's it, I'm staying in the freezer," is just fucking amazing.
Now we just need to dedicate the freezer and have it spiritually awakened in the Umbra.
We'll just dedicate you one of those like styrofoam coolers.
Yeah, it nods as it continues his little left and right dance. Mm, soon will be summer. Don't like summer. Need more winter, more snow. Amazon is a bad place anyway. Why did they bring me to this bad place?
I am sorry that you had to miss the winter as it would have been here. But the deeds that were done where you went were great deeds.
Mm. Yes, I like glory.
There's no denying that this sept has provided an almost unheard of service to Gaia. I am sure that there is glory enough here to keep you quite happy.
You know, it's really weird wherever my sister or anybody talk to my Newman, because you all sound like ice cracking. Just weird.
And she kind of blinks a couple times and kind of reins in that enthusiasm a little bit. She became very expressive and very like free with her overall expression when speaking to the spirit. She kind of pulls it back a little bit, composes herself, as it were.
Yeah, I caught you having your hand in the cookie jar. No, see, I said that Tapisa got you hand in the cookie jar, enjoying yourself. How dare you?
Did. And so, yeah, now that Tapisa has kind of regained her attention, she will bow her head to the spirit again before addressing Tapisa directly and saying, "You're very fortunate. Newmen are not common."
Yeah, they yeah, I I heard how Newman happened. Can you roll me 9 dice?
I can roll you 9 dice. This time I'll remember to share before I roll, so I'm not a big fat cheater. Eh.
Yes, I have the poker face.
The poker face.
Yeah.
Poker face. Poker face.
Yeah, she remain with a neutral expression as she nods. Well, I gotta go. I got. Eh, I promised. I promised the totem that I will help and feed its children.
A kind offer coming from a non-Theurge. I'm sure that your sister appreciates your dedication to her work.
And she nods. I mean, I wasn't going to to stay sideways and not do jack shit.
And she cracks a slight grin. Well, should you find that you wish an outside opinion on something, I will be here to offer it to you.
And she she'll nod. Okay, I will. I will see. I need to buy more crackers.
And so,
By the way, with a violin thing, that's something you should perhaps do in a mood or something. Pretty sure that people would enjoy that. But if you wanted to keep to be at your little place, you can do whatever you please.
and she looks a little stunned by the comment, though she'll bow her head very I'm trying to think of the word. Kind of gratefully, really. I am honored that you think that I play so well, though I would never take the duty of a galliard. If you ever wish accompaniment, I will be happy to play with you, but
And she she laughs. Oh no! Like if I do that, then definitely I join the ancestral homeland, because then she will definitely got me. She's the one who do my company. She's the one who plays the drum with me.
she
But
smirks slightly. As you wish.
I'm sure that there's actually a Fiona Galliard. I'm pretty sure she as as she thinks. I'm pretty sure she would probably enjoy someone to accompany her.
Do you mean my alpha or this
As a she
Saoirse Yuff?
she she put her hand on her forehead and she slaps it. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. I forgot that. Yeah, yeah. I made a story once with Banshee. Yeah, I'm stupid. You already have Banshee, but yeah, you can probably see. You can probably see with the sword. I will never know how to pronounce that name. I can pronounce my longest feared name, but don't ask me to pronounce Gaelic names.
It is easier if you don't think about the spelling. It is Saoirse.
Saoirse, yeah. As she she will look around a little bit with the spirits. Well, I will leave you and your audience.
And she'll nod slightly and begin to rouse the violin to her chin. But before really setting in, we'll kind of dare a little bit of a smirk because Tapisa seems to be a fairly amiable person, and will, as she's turning to go, say, "Good afternoon, Tapisa Yuff," and then set the bow to the strings.
And yeah, goes off. She just makes a pause as she she got her eye at Twitch, and as she goes, she's thinking, well, I know, well, well, I'm pretty sure that if I want to see the word explode, I will put those two in the same room.
And so, as those two part ways, we'll say thank you, players, for playing and watchers for watching. And we'll see you next time on The Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York.